They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense.
You're a technological wizard.
King Harold, King's Roulette, King's Club. Me and the Angel here in the lab working on some things, and had a lot of fun going over. We had our field agent, our field tester, out at the brick and mortar casino last night at an analog wheel, and I'm speaking of the inimitable King Millpower, Raymond Green, who took the dozens yesterday, converted them to columns, and went to the casino last night, and after a few hours emerged with an additional $1,375. Now, kudos, because of what a shrewd player he is. He is a guy that can think on his feet as he's there. And that's one of the things I'm going to do today is show you how you are actually in charge of what you're doing. There's a mechanism of an algorithm. There's a mechanism of your buy-in. There's a mechanism of the patience and the discipline. There's a mechanism of the humility. He could have stayed and tried to make $2,500. He showed the humility by leaving when he was almost at $1,400 ahead and not being greedy about it and knowing that he can go back anytime he wants. And that's one of the great things about.
No, he did have a buy-in that was commensurate.
He did have a buy-in that was commensurate to the number. Yes, he did. So let's start today. I want to start today, and in honor of him, I'm not going to do the dozens. I'm going to do the columns. We've got a 4 there, so we're going to bet 2 units of $5. We're going to bet $10 on columns 1 and 2, and we're going to show the recovery with the one trap that moves around in the dozens to try to recover the money, but on the losses. And Raymond will be employing this as a field test agent. And anybody else who wants to go out and play, I'll be interested in your results, and I'd like to talk about your results as well. So this is a beautiful. It's a Sunday. It's a beautiful Sunday morning.
Super Bowl Sunday.
It's Super Bowl Sunday. It is.
Yeah. 49ers in Kansas City.
Did Taylor Swift show up yet?
No, she's trying to.
She's coming. Okay. That's what I'm holding my breath for, as everybody is. So we're going to spin right now with columns 1 and 2 with a $10 bet. And there's a win on column 2. That's a $10 bet. So we're going to go down to $5 bets, dropping down 1 unit according to D'Alembert. And we're going to go columns 1 and 3 off of the 35 odd number. That same cue, then prompt that we use. And there's a 32. So now we have a loss. And so looking at where we are, we're at 0. So session profit should be $10. So we want to be positive $10. So we're going to go back to a $10 bet on columns 1 and 2. And we're going to use a $5 bet, half of a 0.5 of each bet as a trap bet on the third 12 to try to get a jackpot. We got to get back to plus $10 before we can resume. And so there's a 26. And there's a jackpot right there. There's the $20. And so we are $20 ahead. We're going to go back and we're going to start right from the beginning. $10 bets. That's where we go. We're resetting. And the 26 is an even number. So we're at $10 on columns 1 and 2 in honor of King Raymond Green. And he's going to take this tonight himself. I'm not sure what he's going to play, but I got nothing wrong with playing at the smaller amounts. And just like that, getting that $10, go back in at the $5 level, go down D'Alembert 1 unit, down to the $5 level. The 2 puts us on columns 1 and 2. And we're at session win 30. You have to remember that for when we have the loss. So there's $5 win, and we're okay playing that way. We got $5 on columns 1 and 3. We had a $1,000 buy-in, so we're looking for $150 today. But I'm going to bounce around anyway because I want to show this thing at varying levels of how you can take it right now and go with it. And since we moved to the 3, we caught that with the 3 right there. So keeping track of where we are, we're at $40, and we're going to go $5, columns 1 and 3. We're at $40 session profit. And there's a win. We're at columns 1 and 2 off of the even number 34.
When you lost, why didn't you go up?
Oh, I reset it 10.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
10?
Yeah, I reset it 10. I did. But good check there. That's right. So we won at that 5. We're at session $50 now, and we're still at $5 because we're winning. There's no reason to risk any more money. All money matters. Okay, so there's a loss. So we want to get back to $50. So we're going to play $10 on columns 1 and 2.
Would you go up two units because you're 2 and 1?
We should go up 2 units. Thank you very much. Well, that makes it more difficult for me because I want to play a 0.5 down here.
Well, I mean.
Okay, so we're going to 20. And I'm going to play 10. I'm going to move it over 1 here to a $10. So we have $20 on columns 1 and 2, just so I could get a 0.5 down there. So we have $20 and $20. We're trying to get back to 50 plus, and that 6 is not going to help us any. So we're going to go up to 30, and we're still on columns 1 and 2. And I'm going to go over to $15 on rotating to the left, $15 on the first dozen. So we got to go to $40, $40 and $40 and $20. Got to fight our way back to 50 in this recovery. 40, 40, and 20. That's an $80. Let's see what that put us to. All right, so we're going to repeat that bet.
So you drop down 1.
We drop down to 30, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to lose any of that money that we just won. Drop down to 30. Move here. Rotate to the second dozen with the $15 trap bet. I call that the trap bet. It's the jackpot. And so we just hit that jackpot. So 2 jackpots in a row, and we're back at 55. So we go back to $10. Yeah. And that's how it works. And that's why the jackpot being moved around makes it more random. And you can move it left to right. You can move it right to left. Just move it. Just don't leave it sitting in one place all the time. So we got $10 on columns 1 and 2 off of the even number, 14. We're at $55. And that's when it's going to put us down to $5 bets, which are kind of mires us in a slower roll, but we don't mind it. You guys have to tolerate me talking a lot more when I'm not punching all those numbers in all the time. There's a lot of dead air when I'm doing that. Okay, so we got to get back to $65. So that's a $5 bet. So we're going to go to, I'm going to go to 20 because 15 just doesn't, 15 I can't break it up. So we're going to 20 here and here. We got to get to 65. And let's go, let's do, no, let's don't, because that's, we were there last time. Let's go to the second dozen just for.
So you don't have a trigger on the 12.
Just to move the dozens right and left. Move them any way you want. Just move them. Just like that. By moving, I almost was on the third dozen. I moved it to the second dozen. It just made it more random, and we hit it, and we're up 95. So we've recovered. So we go back to 10.
Okay.
This is where I'm talking about where Raymond does a lot of thinking on the go. He doesn't exactly call Omaha and audibles everywhere, but he thinks on his feet as he's playing, and this is your game. And so this is the structure, but the modification as you go is up to you. And so now we're on, and for the 13, we're on columns 1 and 3 for $10. We're at 95. We're trying to make 150. So again, I can go to 15 here. No, I got to go to 20 because we lost. So, okay, so let's go to 20. And I'm going to go to 10 over here this time on the moving to the left on my trap bet. I should have stayed, but anyway. Okay, so we moved to 30. Yeah, we got to get back up to 90. Move to 30. We're on the columns 1 and 2, and I'm going to put $15 here on moving back from the first dozen to the third. I should have stayed over there. Okay, so we won 15, so that's going to be a repeat bet because that's only a half win. But it is a win. It's a win nonetheless. And that's another half win. So let's do this and let's do this. Move that trap bet around. Don't let it just sit there stagnant. Angel was already getting itchy looking at it. Half bet wins. We're back up to 70. We got to get to 95 though. So I'm going to move it back to here. From the first dozen to the third dozen with the trap bet, trying to get the jackpot. But as you can see, you can get your way back just on these $15 wins. We're back at 85 and we've not won a jackpot. You can still get there. And I think I'll leave it there this time. But yeah, still, it's up to you, your decision. It's 1 and 3. I should have moved it, right? Yeah. I should have moved it. So
I have to go up in increments.
yeah, so we just lost 75. 15. So let's go to $40. Is that right? Because we're going to go to 20 down there. $40. If I've misspoken, just accept it. These are calls that you make along the way. So we got 40, 40, and 20. We got to get our way back up to $95. And we're in a slump right now. We're going to go to 50 on columns 1 and 2. And I'll put 25 down here to try to trap them with the first 12. 50, 50, and 25. And there's a $100 win. Let's see where that put us back at 10. So let's go to 40. From the $50, we'll go to 40 here and here. We'll put $20 here on the third dozen to try to trap there. And that's an $80 win. So let's see where we are. So we're at 90. So let's go down to 10, 10, and 5. Or
Well, go back
20.
You go to 10 because you're at close to session profit.
We are. Angel, there he is. Sage advice. 10, 10, and 5. After fighting your way back, don't give it right away. So that's $95 anyway, so that's we're at the same thing. Okay. 10 there, and we don't have a trap bet now because we're back at session profit. $95. Fully recovered D'Alembert with a trap bet. Makes all the difference. And we're going to go right back to it. So we're going to go to $20. $20 and a $10 bet over. And we'll start all the way over on the trapping on the first dozen. 20, 20, and 10.
There you go.
And there's the $40 win. That trap bet will rather than triple martingaling and going all crazy on your other bet, the trap bet's a small bet. It will give you half return if you only hit it. If you hit the main number in the column, you get the one piece of the bet. If you hit them both, well, you're recovered. So we're at 115. We're going to go to $10 on columns 1 and 2 because of the even number 6. We're at 115 going for $150 with a $1,000 buy-in. And there's a $10 win, so we'll go to $5 on columns 1 and 3. We have no trap bet because we're not in recovery. $125 you can see session profit. And a $5 win on a 28 puts us $5 on columns 1 and 2. And we're going to go to $20 on columns 1 and 2. And a $10 bet, trap bet on the second dozen. 20, 20, and 10. And winning that 10, see, that's the $10 you lost the trap bet, but but you recovered that. So we're at session 130. So we're going to go down to 10, 10, and 5.
Yeah.
Because we're on the verge of it anyway. 10, 10, and 5. So let's put it there. Second dozen. You can pick your dozen. Doesn't matter. Just keep it rotating. This is your game. And there's a jackpot win, $20. And there's $150. So now this lets me do a little bit of a pause and finish this thing off. We've made our profit. So now we're back to the professor, the senior chief, Raymond Green. And if we said if Raymond was saying he's on 23,
Do you want to reset the thing for the session profit, or do you want to keep it?
No, why don't you do that? I'll let Angel do this administrative work. Well, I tell everybody, thank you very much for liking the videos. The likes have picked up immensely, and it's really, really appreciative. We appreciate it very much. We're moving toward all of the big things that we've promised. I've seen some other comments made about where we've come from, but the key to, like, even going back to day one, everything was instructive building. I had the syllabus already written. A lot of the things that we did were building toward the other things that were yet to come. And even this is that as well. Everything is a building process. So the learning never stops. There's no graduations. This is what we do. We study and we learn and we get better together. And so if I was saying, like, if you were going in and you had a larger bankroll, and let's say...
Well, what's your bankroll? Tell them.
Well, I don't even know. Why don't you tell me? I want to start out with a $50 bet. So,
right. So let's say you have a $10,000 bankroll.
Okay, so how much do you have to make?
Well, 150 per thousand, so that's about 1,500.
See, that's what I got him for. I told you, not just a pretty face. So we're going to play $50 on columns 1 and 2, and we got to make how much? $1,500. Hey, we're going to try to do that. And if this thing goes protractedly long, we'll just go ahead and say, to heck with it, I couldn't do it. But I want us to do this. And so we have a $50 bet that lost on the 23. So I'm going to go to a $100 bet on columns 1 and 3. And I'm going to go to a $50 bet, trap bet, on that second dozen. Session profit is 0. So we're going to go to a $150 bet on there, and we're going to go to $75 bet there. Trying to get back to 0.
Let's also put in another little precursor to this, even though we just failed.
Yeah.
We know Raymond Green has a $1,000 max bet on the outside.
He does.
So let's have a $1,000 max bet on the outside for us.
Okay, $1,000 max bet on the outside for us. So we have 200, 200, and 100. We're trying to get back to 0. And we are going to keep going up until we find our way. Whoops, let's go here. We're minus 1225. So we are going to rebet exactly that. Excepting I've got to get that out of there and go there.
And you got to move.
I got to move this one. Exactly. Angel was right on it. He said, don't be sitting there. So we're going to repeat that bet. I'm going to add 100 here. 100 here, and that's
going to be half 50.
Yeah, it's well, it's going to be
It's half of the.
it's going to be 200.
Yeah. So whatever your columns are, it's half.
Yeah. So we got to go to 400 there. So I'm going to go to 200 over here So I got 400, 400, and 200. Trying to dig out of this hole. And not doing very well at it. So we're going to go to 500 there, 500 there. I'm going to go to 250 here. So we got our numbers right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to keep the 500 here and put the 500 there and go to the 250 here in the third 12, the third dozen. Let's see, can we make some headway here? And $1,000 is a pretty good headway. So now we're down to 250. What do you want to go to, Angel?
Well, you need to go down on your
Yeah. Yeah, so you're going to go to 150?
Yeah.
So that'll put us on $75 there on the second dozen moving over. Picking up $75 there. So what do you think here? You want to go to 100 over here and then 50?
Yep, 100.
I got to count it up right. We got to go to columns 1 and 2 to $100. And then we'll go to 50 over here on the first dozen. Moving a little bit, moving to the left 1 dozen on the trap bet. Left just in time. $50 wins are $50 wins though, and so we're going to
keep the bet the same.
Keep the bet the same. Okay.
Yeah, because you
You want to move that one?
Yeah, you need to move that one, but you jumped the gun. We jumped the gun a little bit. We need to get our money back.
So go to 50 here.
Yep.
Trying to get a trap bet. Let's make some money. That doesn't help any.
That doesn't help. Now go 2 units up.
So how far you want to go?
Well, where are we? So we need to go to 400, right?
Let's go to 400.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to 400. And let's go to 200 here on the second dozen. That's a $200 win.
Keep the bets the same, but move the
other one.
move them. No, move all of them. Move.
Oh, well, we have
whatever
to.
you need
Yeah.
Move where you have to move, but keep the betting increments the same.
Okay, so we're going to bet $400 up there, and we're going to bet 200.
And remind you, we have $10,000.
Yeah, we got $10,000, but we got to get this money back. So that's $200. So let's. What do you want to play? You want to play 300 or 400?
Keep play 300. Drop down 100.
All right, we'll drop down 100 to 300. This is your game, and so you call it out like you want to call it out.
And this is what we do at the casino too.
This is what we do. We collaborate and come up with what we think is the right play each time, but we still stay within the strategy. We're edging it out, so we're going to go to, what do you want to do?
Keep the bet the same.
Keep the bet the same?
No, not the where it's placed, but
Yeah. We got to keep the 1 and 3 there. That's the strategy. So let's go over, so we're going to have 300, 300, so we got to have 150 over here, moving to the first dozen with the trap bet. Oh boy. Okay, so we're going to go back to 300 here and 300 there, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
And let's go to 150 here on the third dozen. Trying to battle back.
There we go.
That helps. So a $600 win. Okay, so what do you think, Angel? Call it out.
Keep the betting increment the same
And let's move this one.
and move whatever you need to move, but keep it.
All right. We're on the first and third, and we're on the second dozen to try to trap them. and we did. And that's a $600 win. So that's at $125. We were at zero because we ran into the buzzsaw just to start.
I know, but when we up, yeah, oh yeah, you. Yeah, so we're at
we stepped into the bear trap right from the beginning.
Yeah,
okay.
So let's now go back down to the normal.
We'll go to $50.
Yep.
1 and 2, and we got no trap now. But illustrative there is that even being way down, it's the trap bet that got you back, and you call your audibles as you go to see where you're going to go with it. So, all right. So if we win at that, so we're going to go to $25 because we're not going to give any money back.
Because you're also trying to manage the hole you're digging, the possible hole that you could dig.
You can't hear me shaking my head, but that's exactly what you're doing. You want to manage what you're doing with your money, be precise all along. It could have been a $50 win, but a $25 win is just fine, and we like it very well. So we're going to $25 now on columns 1 and 2, playing a little bit higher amount. We're playing exactly the same way we played at the lower amount. It's just if you got a higher buy-in, you can play a higher number. And the $25.
Plus we're doing this for Raymond.
And we're doing this for Raymond. I mean, he's more than earned it. I mean, he put his real money down. He fought it out. He called his own audibles, and he made his money.
We also need to say, we are working on Amadeus.
Yeah, thank you for the reminder, because we're bringing Amadeus's numbers. We're going to bring them to life for you.
Soon.
Very, very, very soon. So we lost with the 25, so we're going to go to the $50 bet in recovery, $50 on 1 and 3, and we'll put I'm going to put $25 right there on the third dozen.
And his system is another one of those interblock systems.
Yeah, it's an interblock system. It's a zero hunter. Yep, it sure is. Okay, so let's go. Whoops, that's no good. Let's go to $400
Yeah,
there.
I was just gonna say, get that thing up there, and let's
Get it to where you can manage something. $400 on columns 1 and 3 and a trap bet over on the first dozen. And a $200 win, and that's what can happen for you. We're at $250 now.
Let's keep it there and go up $100 increments.
You want to go up again?
No. I said let's keep it. Let's let this be our base. Do $100 increments now.
Oh, right, like this.
Yes.
Like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're moving to $100 increments because we're tired of playing with these guys. So there's a $100 win. Now we will go to $50 because we don't want to be giving money away. So we've harvested our money. We're up $350.
We gotta make $1,500.
We got to make $1,500. So we're going to go to $100 and 50 there on the first dozen. We got to get back to session profit. So we're going to go to $300. I'm going to go to $150. Trying to trap them with the second dozen. I think we did it. There's a $600 win. So we're back at $700. That's session profit. We'll go to $100. Is that right, Angel?
Yeah.
$100 on the columns 1 and 2.
I actually wanted that
Angel wanted to keep going.
I actually wanted that to be our unit bet, 100.
Yeah.
So I wanted us to be at 300 starting. But
Okay. So what do you want to bet now?
300.
So we're at 150 or we're betting 300?
You're betting 300.
Okay, fangs out over here.
Yeah,
I told you, I warned you about the angel. He will go fangs out on you. So we're at $300 on columns 1 and 2 in honor of Raymond Green, who probably would be doing the same thing. And now we lost that one, so we're going to go to a $500 bet on 1 and 3, and a $250 bet on third dozen.
And now remember, you're at $100 up and down now.
$100 up and down now.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be necessary. There's a $1,000 trap win. We're up $1,200, so we're betting 100. How much are we betting?
Go back down to 300.
$300. Fangs.
Because we wanted to have the gap.
We want to have a gap.
So if you
the
win,
more breathing room you give D'Alembert, the more aggressive it gets, and that's what's the point about all this is The more breathing room it has, the more aggressive it gets. So we'll go to $500. We're in recovery again. And I'm going to go to $250 over here on the first dozen to try to trap there. $26 is a $250 win. So I'm going to go to Angel and ask him, how much you want to bet here?
Go lower.
$250?
Yeah.
Well, we got to go to 300. So I got something that I can do down here.
Okay.
So that's $150 on the third dozen. We're at $850 session profit. And there it is, $600 on the trap bet right there. So we're at $1,450. Okay, we got to get to $1,500. What do you like, Angel?
I like betting 50 and 50 and
50 and 50. There it is, 50 and 50, columns 1 and 3. Oh, thank God we had a loss. Okay, so let's go to 200.
yeah.
And let's go to 100 right there. Trying to trap with the second dozen. We're at $1,350. There's a 10. That makes $100. That's at $1,450. That didn't get it back for us though, so we're going to repeat that bet, excepting here. We're going to put the 100 over here on.
We're just trying to get the 1,500 part.
We're trying to get to 1,500. I know I'm losing it. I'm losing it here. I know.
Okay.
I am absolutely losing it here. So, all right. So what do you want to bet now? 300. 300, and let's go all the way over here with 150. We're at $950. I'm just playing with it. And a 14 gets us $150. So we're at $1,100. What do you want?
Keep it the same and trap it.
Okay, we'll keep it the same and trap it. Columns 1 and 2 with a trap on the third dozen. There's a $100 profit, $1,200. So we're going to keep it the same. Move into columns 1 and 3.
No, move that then. You were just there.
Here?
Yes. Anyway, I don't care.
Anywhere, you don't care. You just anywhere else. See, there you go. That's him. That's him. Just anywhere else. I don't care where it's.
Oh, you would have won.
I'd have won, but that's all right. It doesn't matter. We still got $100. And we were at $1,300. I'm about $200 there, and $200 there, and $100 there. Moving again. I don't want to get Angel spun up over there. I got to get moving. 18. That's another 100. You're still creeping up there as you go, just with these bets alone. Not even catching the trap. You're still catching it because you're gaining every time. We're in columns 1 and 2, trapping with the third dozen. And we've done it again.
And the key is to have the trap bet be half of your column
The
bet.
key is to have the trap bet be half. Don't match it. You don't want to take a chance of that. The trap bet can give you money. The column bet will give you profit. Both of them blow the roof off. We were going for $1,500 in profit. We made $1,800. Again, this proves that money is what makes a difference. We know how to play. If you've got the money's the fuel. The algorithm's the igniter. Together they create the intersections, and that brings the profit. If you like today's show, please like it. We're going to keep doing this. We got a numbers show for King Amadeus that we're going to use his numbers. We're going to use Angel's numbers, and we're going to use a hybrid of King Amadeus and Eric A's numbers.
And it's specifically designed for the inner block. Please, for the love of God.
It can be a real struggle on the Royal Roulette wheel, which doesn't hit the zeros like the inner block does. But we're still going to work it here on the Royal Roulette table just so we can show you. This is a beautiful Sunday out here in the heartland. For the Angel, the King bids you adieu.